Hello, everybody. Happy Friday, you guys. Happy Friday. Hi, everybody. And welcome. Let me put up my little message. Welcome to today's painting tutorial. I'm your host, Danielle B., the artist behind Creative Color. And I'm going to show you step by step how to paint this beautiful beach. Sit back, relax, get comfortable, and let's create something special, you guys. Welcome to everybody in the chat. If you happen to be on the live premiere or on the live chat, either on Facebook or YouTube, you guys know what to do. Go ahead and hit that like button, share it, tag it, and all of that jazz. Yes. Hi, you guys. Come on in. And we're going to get started. Hi, everybody. Hi, and welcome to today's painting tutorial. So, as you guys start to pile in, as you can see, I already have my image here. I kind of cheated a little bit, you guys. I hope everybody's doing well. If you happen to be in the live chat, if you're over on Facebook, go ahead and hit that share button and share it out to all your creative friends. If you're over on YouTube, go ahead and hit that like button. And I think you can also share it too, but you know what I mean. So hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, you guys. Now, all the materials I'm going to be using is down in the description box below you. Okay? So all the materials I'm using for this video is down in the description box below. But just in case, I'm going to have all the colors pop up for you guys. So go ahead and take a screenshot so you can know exactly what I'm using. I already have my acrylic laid out on the side here. If you can see it. Boom, boom, boom. So, boom. Here you go. So here's the colors I'm going to be using for today's tutorial. Here are the colors. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing really, really well. Happy Friday to everybody out there. I really think that this is a good reprieve from everything that's happening in the world right now. We're in a chaotic time. And I want, when you guys come to my channel or either come to my page or you just part of my group on Facebook, I want my space to be a reprieve for you guys to relax and to get away from whatever is happening in the world, at least for an hour, okay? You know what I'm saying? So I want to pop over to YouTube because I want to see kind of what is happening, making sure that I can see stuff. Oh, okay. Ensure. So yeah, let's get into it. We're gonna jump right into it because you see I already have my colors laid out. I cheated. Okay, I wanted to let you know I cheated. Make sure you screenshot all of the colors. They're up on the screen. So you guys don't have to ask me what colors are they, or you can, if you happen to be on the replay, years later, months later, whatever it is, pop down into the description box. I have all the little stuff down there, you know, colors, website, tips, tricks, all that stuff. Okay, you guys? Hi, everybody. Hello. Hi. Go ahead and hit that share button. So anyway, here's my reference photo, right? Let me also put that up. Welcome to everybody. And blah, 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 blah. If you want to have access to the reference photo is for free. You can get it on my website at creativegirlofcolor.com, you guys. You can head on over there if you want to have access to the reference photo and other goodies, okay? Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming. I would love to know where everybody's coming in at. Oh, what I wanted to talk about is kind of, okay, let me get started and then I can kind of chat while we do all that, you guys know I cheated a little bit. I went ahead and I added my base color, which I added the lightest version, which happens to be the little sunset piece down here, right? So I actually put that down first. So I added one layer of kind of like yellow ochre, boom, put it on my canvas and kept it moving, okay? So I'm going to put my reference photo here in front of me so I can actually see it. Hopefully you guys have your reference photo in front of you so you can see it and be able to copy whatever you're seeing, but you don't have to necessarily do it exactly like I do it. You know what I mean? Like you can make this your own. I want to see all of you guys creative kind of zen, your own versions of this particular thing. I'm using a 9, I forgot to put that up, you guys. I'm using a 9x12 canvas. You can get this anywhere, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, whatever place is actually delivering if you still happen to be in a quarantine or an area where a lot of stores are not open. I know some people are saying Michael's are not open at this point. But yeah, let me remove the banner so you guys can actually see what is going on. Yes. Okay. Now, I actually want to turn this up just a smidge. All right. Now, I'm going to use my flat brush for the sky. I want to kind of start out with that first. But you want to think about, let's start out with the reference photo and think about where everything is mapped out at, right? So I like to map out everything first. And especially for those of you that are newbies, hello to all my little creatives. Hopefully you guys are in the chat as well. And that's why I'm going kind of step by step for the newbies, because this is good for beginners, right? So you want to think about the orientation of like where everything is. That's how you measure out your canvas to figure out where your horizon line and stuff like that should be. And as you can see, you have quite a bit of sky, right? Lots of sky, very little bit of land, right? And that's because basically this is a shot where it's like the sky is very close to the land, like it, well, at least the perspective is, okay? Let's just say that. So you want to go something about right here. Now you guys can map this out if you want. I just take a Prismacolor pencil and I'm using Prismacolor pencil, and I use Prismacolor, and I don't like regular pencils, but if you use whatever you have, right? But I use Prismacolor because it doesn't smudge and it just melts into my paint and I don't have any issues with it after the fact, right? So as you can see, you're going to leave quite a bit of your canvas at the top, and you're going to go just follow that line right about there. Or you can take a ruler, but you want this to be kind of straight. You see what I'm saying? And there you go. Now I have like a beginning line. Let me show you guys a quick little trick on what I do to get a straight horizon line, okay? Without you having to figure out how to get into perspective, I take some painter's tape, masking tape, whatever you got, and I'm pretty much going to pop it over right about here. And I think I want it to go up a little bit. And then you can kind of, you know what I mean? Move your horizon line around. Let's see if it looks straight. It looks straight, right? So move your horizon line around, you guys. Hi, everybody. If you're chatting, I will definitely get to your questions in a minute. Just let's get started with this sky. And because that's our first step, right? And I want to show you guys quickly how to get this horizon line for those of you that do not know. So there you go, right? Now, you can leave that like that. You can actually paint over your tape and it won't bother it. So that's a quick trick on to how to get your horizon line, or just get a straight line, period, right? Period. Period. Okay, that's all you need to know, right? Now that we've done that, now we can think about our colors. This is the first stage of blocking in. So I'm going to do the blues and all of that. So let's work on our sky and all of that jazz. Let's go down to my steps. So step one, let's paint in our sky. I'm using a flat brush, and I'm using different flat brushes. You can use any brushes that you have available, you guys. This is just a nice reprieve from the world, painting, being creative. So I'm using different brushes. Just use whatever you have. Use whatever flat brushes you have. They can be cheap, they can be expensive. This is a cheap one. This is my more expensive brush. Okay? It doesn't really matter. But okay, brushes do really matter for real, but we're not even going to get into all of that. Hopefully, you guys can hear me well. I didn't even ask that question. Oh, she fell asleep. Oh, oh my God. My little creative fell asleep. She was like, I need to take a nap in the middle of the day, okay? I'm tired. I've been doing too much. So anyway, you want to get a big enough brush for the job. So I wet my brush in my water. I have some water over here off on the side. Wet your brush first, and then you want to start with the sky. Start with the sky first because it makes sense. I've already put my colors up, so hopefully you screenshotted that. I'm going to get a little bit of this blue. I like to mix my blues, you guys, right? I like to have a myriad of different blues mixing up. So I mix my blue, two different blues together, right? Because this is a pretty kind of dark, weird sky, but you want to still add a little bit of white to it because it's not a night sky, right? So I added a little bit of cobalt blue. You want to add a little bit of white to it so you could kind of kill some of the blue, but not all of the blue. You feel what I'm saying? But it doesn't have to be precise, really. So that's pretty much what it's going to look like right there. Right? Oh, she fell asleep. I can't believe she fell asleep. She's like, I'm busy. Okay. I got things to do. All right, so let's paint in our sky. What I'm gonna do is you want to go in a horizontal stroke because you have in the reference photo, again, you don't have to go by the reference photo. You can do whatever you like. If you want the whole sky to be pink or the whole sky to be blue, go ahead and do that. But remember that whatever you put in your sky needs to be reflected, right? Let me bring this down a little bit. Whatever you do in your sky needs to be reflected in your water. We didn't even start on the water, but that's what we're going to do. Now, this happens to be at an angle. So this actually goes from here to here. You could actually even take it and map it out. Boom, 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 right? Map it out. Map it out. And again, this is our first layer. Hopefully you put some sort of under layer inside. So you be good to go. And boom. There you go. There you go. So now you have our nice blue right here. Now, this is why I like to lay out my colors ahead of time. So that way, when I'm ready to kind of pop everything in at once, especially with acrylics, they dry so quick, you guys. So now a good way to make a good purple, right, is to add magenta. What you seen that I added magenta, and I'm gonna add a little bit of white to my magenta. See, there you go. Boom. You see that, you guys? That transition, I popped it. I popped in a little magenta, but I only want like a little strip right there. And actually it's gonna be like right here. So that's gonna be like a little triangle. Boom, 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 boom. And now the good thing about purples, pinks, reds, they all are in the same kind of family, right? So they mix really well together, and you won't have to worry about kind of making your sky looking crazy, yada yada yada. And you could actually move from a pink into a yellow or a whatever and not have any issues. You feel what I'm saying? So now is when I'm starting to get like a little bit lighter, because we're starting to get towards the horizon line. As you start to go further towards the horizon line, you're going to have it's going to start to get lighter. So start to add a little more white. A little more white. Right? Hopefully you guys are not getting too much of a glare. And boom. So I'm actually going to take this all the way down. And wipe off your brush. The only reason I'm not washing off my brush in between colors is because purples, pinks, reds, they kind of go together, like I said before. So you don't have to really worry about it. But I'm going to wash it off anyway because I want to start to blend. This is a good way. If you worry about, for those of you that are not, are you know, a regular artist or whatever, not a regular artist, but you know what I mean, like you know, you paint a lot, right? For those of you that paint a lot and you constantly worrying about like, oh, well, how do I get good colors? Blah, 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 blah. Why is my stuff not blending properly? This is when you have to blend. You have to blend as you go, right, guys? And you see, I'm getting that beautiful kind of transition. See that? It starts to be a seamless transition because I'm actually blending as I go. I'm going to chat with you guys in a minute. So I'm actually feeling that. That's really moody. It's moody, bougie. You know I had to do it. Moody and bougie or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So now is when we start to get into our oranges and our pinks, you guys, right? So wash out your brush. Boom, boom, boom. Kind of like Bob Ross. Wipe off the excess. Boom, boom, boom. Now you can start to get into a little bit of yellow and a little bit of orange. Now, yellow, orange, pink, purple, those go so good together and they don't get muddy. But you have to be careful. You have to be really, really careful to make sure that you add enough white to your orange if you're going to mix it with purple, because those are complementary colors. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. All right. And look at that. Look at that. You guys are starting to get some sort of glitz. So I'm thinking I'm liking this. Right? And then you see how I went right over that tape? I went right over that tape. I feel like I don't have enough orange here. You could actually add like a little bit of orange right there. You're getting a lot of glare, you guys, right? See that? A little bit of orange right there. And wipe off my brush. Wash out my brush. And again, time to blend. Let's blend it out, right? And again, this is our first layer, so don't worry about it if you mess up this layer or if you mess up the second layer, because it's all about having fun, creating something special that is happy for you, you know, and wherever you are at with it, it really doesn't matter, you guys, okay? It really doesn't. Now I'm going to take a little bit of that purple again onto my brush, or pink. It's like magenta. Take a little bit of that. And kind of go back in. And this is when you can kind of, you know, fix things up and figure things out. Once you block in this initial kind of thing right here, you can start to figure out your life, get your life, you know? And I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that. Yeah. But you see, I'm not worried about it, right? Like I can sing it out and have like some sort of sing along about why I did it. I can have a sing along about why I did that. Okay? Because I'm not worried about it. Like, just blend it out. But do it. You see this? Like, you do it at a angle. Boom, 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 and boom, boom, boom. Do it at an angle so you have that seamless kind of transition. Transition. Okay, that's the new word. And then you gotta have like sound effects. Usually I would have like kind of, you know, set the mood, have like some music playing in the background, blase blase. Now, of course, I always tell you guys that I spray down my palette, right? You can see that. Spray down my palette, and I use a little spritzer bottle, and it comes out like fine mist, and I spray my palette. Boom. So you just need a little bit. Spray your palette down. Make sure it maintains its moistness, like, right? You know, it needs to be moist. This is a PG. This is a PG show, so we're not even gonna get into that. But you know what I mean. It needs to be moist. All right. So let's talk about the moistness of that. All right. Oh God, Lord help me. Anyway, I'm just going back over like at the top, kind of like fiddling around, doing nonsense. Okay. And again, this is our first layer, so we're going to end up going back over this as we move forward. Now, boom, let's take the tape off and get a satisfying little yada yada. Now, also, this is a good thing. This is why I tell people to kind of put your stuff on an easel when you're working on your painting. Because that way you can step back from your easel, you can see it at eye level and kind of get a perspective as to what is going on. I see a lot of people working like on the table. I do these tutorials on the table because I think it's just better to have the overhead look. And boom. Everybody clap. Okay, you got that. You see that? Seamless, baby. Okay, that's all seamless. Now, you know, okay, this is where my horizon line stops, right? I just gave you guys trick of the day. Use tape or ruler to get your straight horizon line. Because again, this is a beach painting, so you want your horizon line to be straight, right? Boom. Okay, so we're on the right track. Again, we're going to make it more moody. As you can see, this is our reference photo again. And boom, we're heading into the right kind of track here. Okay. Now that we've done that, Let's paint our water. Let's start on our horizon line and start to pop things in, okay? Hopefully you guys are following along. If not, I would suggest that you watch the whole video through. Hopefully you're saving this, sharing it, love it, like it. Yeah. So watch the whole video through and then come back later when you have your supplies and you can kind of pause it, save it to a playlist if you happen to be over on YouTube, right? And you can always come back and be like, oh, okay. So let me stop it at horizon line. Now, somebody was telling me before, don't kind of fiddle with this while it's wet. Just leave it and let's start working on the water. This is why I work from, in different sections. So, somebody was telling me that they felt like kind of overwhelmed if they do like if I do like the long tutorials or whatever. But you guys at home don't have to digest this all in one go, right? I usually like to do this in one go because it just makes it more cohesive. If I come on and show you guys live in person, right, about how to pop all of these different things in. You feel what I'm saying? Okay. So we have worked on our sky. Now let's work on our water. All right. Let me move this up so it could be in the shot. Yeah. Oh, also in this tutorial, I'm using a sea sponge. So hopefully you have a sea sponge. If you don't have a sea sponge, use a sponge, like use an old kitchen sponge or whatever you have that's like soft and gooey, because we're going to use that to pop in our clouds, you guys, to make easy clouds. I'm going to show you guys easy how to make that. Okay. So just be prepared for that. Now, let me move this flower out of the way because it's like distracting. So anyway, like I was saying, you guys at home don't have to digest this in all one go. Do watch the video later on if you want to come back and watch it on the replay, and you stop it like at the sky, like say just blocking the sky, and you work on little bits and pieces in increments so it's not too overwhelming for you. You don't have to do it all in one go. If you don't, just because I'm doing it all in one go, you don't even have to do it in the way I'm doing it. This is just my one way, you guys, right? And of course, it's all about fun and activities. Now, we're going to work on our sky. Again, remember what I told you before? The sky and the water are a mirror image. So it's an exact reflection of each other, right? It's just flipped. So basically, I have my dark at the top. I'm going to put dark right here at the bottom and work my way up to the lighter version. You feel me? Boom. Okay? I just worked that out for you. Okay? Hopefully you guys are with me. Are you with me? Give me a thumbs up. Tell me something in the comments if you're with me, if you're feeling me. Hi everybody. How's everybody doing? Karen Coggins. Hi. Yes. Yes, and yes. Okay, so I feel like I want to turn this up just a smidge so you can have a little bit of a lighter blah blah blah. So I turned the resolution up so you guys can see it a little better. Hopefully you are hearing me good. Tell me where you guys are coming in at. All right, so let's work on our water because I think I've done enough rambling and chatting. And our paints are literally drying out as I'm kind of talking. Now I'm gonna do this in a purple. You can use a good purple. I really like magenta and blue. Magenta and blue makes a really good purple. Especially it depends on what type of blue you're using. Now you want to get, this is why I use a flat brush because it has the thin chiseled whatever. You want to get right up on that brush and you basically go right across. Go right across. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Try to keep it as straight as possible. I mean, even I'm not as straight as possible. Try to keep it as straight as possible, as thin as possible. as wet as possible, as moist. I don't know why I keep saying that. As moist. It needs to be moist. Okay. Okay. You see that? Boom. Okay. Now, why do we do that? Again, the water and sky is always a mirror image. So since it's flipped, right? Our dark is basically going to be down here, right? And you have that dark area right there. Let me stop talking so I can go ahead and blend that out. Blend it out, you guys. Blend it out. Um, you have this little dark space because it gives the illusion, right? Because this is a 3D kind of picture. It gives the illusion like you have far away waters. Now I'm just blending out this part right here because I don't really want that hard line in there. You know, just soften it up just a little bit. Soften it up just a little bit. And let me turn that light out because that is causing some major weird glaring. Sorry for the glare, you guys. I'm trying to make it as possible so you can see the true color. You see that? You see how it looks like a distant land? It looks like a distant land right there. Okay? And that's what you want when you're going to be doing this. You want to do that first. Pop that horizon in so you can establish that. Then you can kind of go up above the horizon, go over it one time. Boom, boom, boom. Right? You want to make that look seamless. Now, I'm a realistic artist. Let me just put that out there, right? I like realism. I'm a sucker for a good. You don't want to go over this too much because this isn't fully dry, right? So we're gonna leave that as it is because then I'll end up wiping out the whole thing. Now I'm a realist. I'm a realism, right, artist. I call myself like romantic realism, and because of that, I like to render things realistic. You don't have to do that. Some people may not want to do that. You know what I mean? But I do. I like when things look when I can capture something realistic and make it look better and put in the little nuances. I really enjoy that sort of thing, right? Um okay. Also, let's draw in, right? Cuz this is at an angle. So I didn't even tell you guys that. Sorry about that. I didn't even realize that really. That this is at an angle. So, since this is at an angle, let's put it at an angle. Which would be even better for you guys because then you can just do this at an angle and it'll make it easier, right? Because now it's at an angle. Because once you get down here, see, it's at an angle, okay? And since it's at an angle, our beach, where the rocks are going to angle this way. Boom, boom, boom. So you want to angle it again that way. Now let's we want to pop this in ahead of time. This is a great tip for those of you that are not familiar with it. Pop this in ahead of time. This can all be purple. Purple, purple, purple. Okay. Now, this goes right about here. Boom. You see that? See that curve I just did? So I curved that over because I want to leave a little space right here for our beach. Basically, our sand. And I use the same purple to do that. Okay? The same purple. This is all still kind of wet. So it doesn't matter if it's all kind of like purplish. Now I have this underpainting. So mine is going to turn out being different than yours anyway. Hopefully you put the underpainting in first. That way you have some sort of layer on the bottom and have something to work with where you're not just bare. Okay. Now you can start to go even lighter. This is actually like a dark blue back here. You can work on this forever, you guys. Let me tell you that, especially for a good seascape painting. I've seen people work on these things for a long, long time. Okay. Add your blue. You can add a dark blue, whatever you want to add to the back here. Dark blue, dark purple, whatever you want to add. And that's going to give you the illusion. Then bring that dark blue right on up in here. Okay, you see that, you guys? See that? Bring your dark blue right on up in there. Make sure you maintain that light. Don't cover that up, right? Now, you might even have to go a little bit darker on that. I'm going to have to put out some more blue. Because I feel like I don't have it. I don't have enough blue out, you guys. So I got to put out more blue. You can use any blue that you have available. Don't worry about it if you don't have the same exact blue I have and all that jazz. Don't worry about that. Just have fun, and I want to see you guys do this stuff. Take your time, kind of enjoy the process. Don't get frustrated. Don't feel no type of way, but don't turn out like you want it or it looks hideous. We all are hard on ourselves. You feel what I'm saying? I'm putting just straight up blue out of the tube at this point. And that glare is really driving me insane. I don't understand. Ooh. Oh, good. I don't understand why I'm getting this glare. See, now I'm not getting the glare, but then, yeah. All right, well, at least it's not glaring anymore. Okay. So anyway, there's blue, right? There's our blue. And okay. Now we're going to start to get lighter again as we move towards the waters. We're going to start to get lighter. So pop that streak of blue in. You see that? I popped that blue in. But you want to make sure you're going horizontal strokes. Boom, boom. Stroke it. Love it. talk about it. You want to make sure you're getting closer and closer as you get closer and closer towards um your beach or your sand. You're going to add more and more lighter colors. Now I'm getting back into the purples and the orange. And yeah. I feel like I gotta put some more of this out. Hopefully you guys are not seeing the glare that bad anymore, because that glare was insane. So why am I getting on so early in the day, right? You guys are probably wondering, like, why is she even on this time? Well, um, let's just say I had I have a few UK subscribers. I have a few people from the UK that follow me on Instagram and stuff like that. And I have a few, now I'm putting purely magenta, right? A little bit of orange, you guys. So since I have those few people that follow me, from all over the country as well as the UK, I definitely felt like I wanted to come on because I don't want to neglect those people. You know, I'm appreciative to everybody that supports me and follows me. So I want to kind of get on and make sure I'm paying attention to the other subscribers as well. You know what I'm saying? Making sure. Now just fill it all in with this light magenta and orange, you guys. Right? Now, this is all still kind of wet, even though our sky is dry. So I want to kind of come back and blend that line because it looks ridiculous that the line is like this. So wash out your brush. I'm still using the same flat brush. See, now I'm going to blend this out. Blend it out. You see that? And I blended that out, and that looks a lot better. Lots better. Right? After I blended that out. That's really weird. I have it held up by this like tube of paint in the back of it. It's like crazy. Absolutely insane. And make sure you have some paper towels on the side or some sort of wipes to kind of wipe your hand so you're not getting your hand in the paint like I do. Right? Oh, and I also want you guys to comment and let me know, do you like this time? Is this a good time for me to come on, like on Fridays, especially for those of you in California and the UK? Because I know like right now, it's probably like, I don't know, maybe 11 a.m. in California, and it is like 5 or 6 p.m. in the UK, right? So yeah, I really would like to know if you're loving these time periods for me to kind of get on and do this. So anyway, I'm trying to do like a makeshift hold my painting up so it doesn't have all that glare in it for you guys, okay? And there you go. So anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. All right. Now, all the while, the sky is still drying, but you can tell from this little division right here that is, this is water, right? Just from that little division. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Let me just give a quick shout out to some of my followers. Hey, Kayla. I want to give special thanks to my Patreons, especially Kaylee, Thomas, and Ron Bryant, and a few others. I really appreciate all of you guys' support. It really helps out the channel, and I love you guys. Hey guys, yes, Kayla's in the house. Who else we got? Karen in the house. Hi everybody. All right. I don't see any comments on Facebook yet. You guys are just getting warmed up. You guys are just getting warmed up. All right. Now, I want to pop in the hopefully you guys are keeping up with everything that's going on. But I want to pop in our blase blah, whatever this is. Somebody help me out. Help me, Jesus. What is this? What is this? You guys know what it is. The sand. Jesus Christ. Okay. Somebody help me out. The sand. All right, let me remove that so you guys don't have to see all that's going on. Okay. So anywho, all right. Now that we've done that, right, I want to move it right back on up here because we're going to start working on the sand. So I'm going to switch over to another brush because I feel like this warrants another type of brush, and this is usually what I tend to do. Again, clean your brush off in between colors, wash your brush off, get your life, okay? Get your life. Yes, but definitely let me know. I need to know, okay? I need to know if you guys are loving this or not. Okay, hold up, you guys. I got to take some pictures really quick, and I need to get on Facebook and figure out if everybody, hey everybody. So I want this to be a relaxing reprieve from everything that's happening in the world right now. I want us to love on each other, no matter whether you're white, black, brown, whatever, green, whatever you are. In my space, this is a loving space, and you know what I mean? That's how I want it to be. I wish the whole world could be like that. I mean, hit that like button if you're feeling what I'm saying. You know, I wish the whole world could just be a lot nicer and a lot more understanding and tolerant, and we would just have like a way better time with everything that's going on. Okay. But yeah, definitely. Fire. Sorry, you guys. I am sharing. I'm a one-man band over here, so I'm sharing and I'm painting at the same time. But I want you guys to comment below and tell me, how's your week been? How have you been feeling? Are you okay? It's okay to not be okay. Okay. So you can even comment that below. Comment that and tell me where you're located. Yeah. I kind of don't know. Wait a minute. All right. I switched over to my different brush. We've had enough commentary and chit chat. Now, good thing about sand is that you can make your sand. So let's go here with it, right? I'm going to use some yellow ochre. Yellow ochre is a great color, you guys, Because not only can you use yellow ochre for skin tones, you can use it for hair. You can use it for beaches, especially for beaches. So let's kind of pop this yellow ochre in. And you can even push back your stuff if you wanted to. I'm popping the yellow ochre in. And let's see. I'm going to make this a little bit darker right here. And then it'll kind of trail off about right there. Okay? And that's the way it'll be. Trail off in the distance, baby. So yellow ochre is a great color for, that's an unknown fact. Because when I first started painting, I was like, how do I get that color of sand? How do I make blonde hair? How do I make red hair? But how do I make, you know what I mean? Like I was trying to figure out how to do all of these different things. Kind of when I first began my journey with art. And it was really difficult because you don't find a lot of information out there. I mean, you do, but you have to do a lot of research and a lot of like fiddling around. So anyway, this is a great color for your beach. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. And there you go. Now, this is just a block in because this actually ends up having quite a lot of color in it. So I'm actually going to go here with it. So you can even adjust the size of your beach. If you want more beach, then put more beach. Okay? It's no one way to kind of do things, you guys. All right? It really isn't. And just put more beach. I added a little white to my yellow ochre just to kind of even things out, blend it out, blase, blase, and yada, yada, yada. Don't forget to hit that share button, that like button, and leave me a comment. Leave me a beautiful comment. Tell me how you feel. How are you feeling today? Okay, and this is it, you guys. This is... This would be a good time to kind of step back from your painting. Step back from everything and see how things are looking. Lift your painting up and look at it from that angle, right? And this would be a good time to step back and dry your painting, right? Dry your painting and figure out where you are with things, yeah? So I think I want to go live and do this like every Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know. You guys let me know if that's a good time or not and how you actually feel about that. So yeah, I think this would be a really, really good time to look at your painting, at different angles, figure out whether you like it, stuff like that, yada, yada, right? Definitely. Yeah. Now, let me go ahead. We need to dry our painting. What you can do is you can take a blow dryer and dry your painting, right? Now, let's take a break and let the painting dry. This would be a good time to go ahead and get some water. We're going to take a quick intermission, you guys, right? This would be a good time to get some water, Get your life. Gotta get up. I don't know if I'm sharing this stuff double either. So I gotta really think about that, whether I'm sharing this stuff doubly or not. Blah 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 blah. So yeah, as we take our little break, I'm actually gonna take a break, grab me some water, and this would be a good time to kind of chat. But I guess some of you guys are not on the scene at this point. Yeah. Okay. Let me go log into these different situationships and see what's happening. Um that's great. Since these are yeah, so anyway, this would be a good time to take a break and yeah. So we're on intermission, you guys. Hi everybody. So we're on intermission. Let's take a break. Let the painting dry, or you can take a blow dryer and blow dry the painting at this stage, right? I think we can do that. We're 56 minutes in, so we're making good time. Okay. Take a break. Let the painting dry. Get your live stretch and all that stuff. Take a break, baby. And we're back. Hey, everybody. We are back. Okay. We took a little break. We kind of let it sit, let it get its life together. Again, this is still kind of wet, and that's okay because we're going to continue to work on our sky. Okay. We kind of took a break, and it's starting to dry slowly, but yeah. Okay. So let's head on to step number 3, you guys. And let's start to paint. Oh, we painted in our sand. And let's start to block in our clouds. And I don't know why it says rocks. But I kind of want to work on kind of the clouds. But maybe we'll do that at the end. Let's start working on our rocks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out. You could actually use like black if you want. But I'm going to get out a brown. And you can use any brown color that you have available. I'm going to get out a brown. My favorite combination is brown and blue. So get out a brown and a blue. And let's start to pop in our rocks. Now, get a little bit of brown. I'm mixing up over here in the corner. Again, all of the materials I'm using is down in the description box below or above, depending on where you are, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, you guys. And, right? Again, here are the colors that I'm using just in case you guys are wondering exactly what I'm using. Here are the colors that I'm using. Okay, you take a screenshot really quick or check the description box and you'll see all the colors. But in this case, I'm using brown, right? I'm using brown and black. To make a dark brown. It's going to be like a dark blue, but that's okay. And you see the color that I have? See that? It's like a dark brown, blue, yada, yada. Okay? Hey, everybody. Hi. We got more people in the house. Shayla. Hi, Shayla. Oh. Hey, yo. What's up? Hi. How are you? She said, hey, yo. How's everybody doing tonight? Okay, so let's stop playing around. I want to pop in. We have like a little tiny one right here. It's like really flat. And then we have like another little one like right here. All you got to do is dab it to make it look like it is a little. And then I'm just going to pop one like right here. Right there in the distance, okay? We're popping a little bitty. And then we have one. We have one kind of here. And rocks don't need to be, let's say, they don't really need to be perfect. Okay, let's say that. These rocks do not need to be perfect. Again, this is the block-in stage. So, yeah. And make sure your water is dry, though, before you start popping in these rocks, you guys. Okay? And then Let's pop something else right here. There's one here, but it looks like a little spike. So I'm going to pop that one right there. And let me zoom in so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. And you have one kind of right here that looks like a little triangle. So you pop that one in. Now you can add as many rocks as you want to add, right? Whatever fits your fancy. And then you have one that is right here. And again, we want to make sure that our stuff is dry before you start actually popping this in. You see that? You want to make sure your stuff is dry. Now, I zoomed you guys in so you could actually see what I'm doing. See exactly what I'm doing. I added a little more brown because I was turning out a little bit too blue for me. Even though it's looking kind of green on the screen. And it is kind of turning out green. It's turning out green, I think, because our sand isn't fully dry. Okay? That's okay. So if you see it starts to turn green, go ahead and make sure you dry it with a blow dryer or just wait 20 minutes and let it dry. Okay? Do that. Do that. And we have one here, but I don't know. I feel kind of afraid to even pop that in, but you know what? Let's pop it in anyway. Let's see. Okay, so we got something here. This whole thing. Is this way, and we have, hopefully you guys can see that. This one kind of goes at an angle, so it's not facing us. So your bottom piece should be at an angle, right? So that's what you're thinking about. Now this is still turning green. Why? Because I didn't fully wait for it to dry. And that's okay because we can go right back over it if we need to, okay? That's okay. That's all right. Now, we kind of worked on we blocked in our rocks as far as we want to block them in. Let's zoom back out and kind of look at it from a distance. This is a good time to kind of stand back and look at things from a distance. Okay. From a distance. You know, I had to say that. Like, we from a distance. Okay. If you happen to be on the replay, just roll with me. Just roll with it, okay? Just roll with it. And I mean, that's looking pretty decent already, right? That's looking pretty decent already, especially since we popped those rocks in. That's looking pretty good at this point. Now, what I want to do is I want to go back over my sky. And so let's kind of go back over the sky. We worked on that. Blocking your rocks. Dry your paint. Says dry your painting. Let's work on clouds. So step number 6, let's work on clouds. Let's rework our sky and work everything back in again. Okay. I feel like I want to put so I'm gonna get yellow ochre orange, add my white, and I'm gonna go right back in here with it because I want to reinforce what I'm seeing on the reference photo, because I picked the reference photo for a reason, because I liked it. Yeah. So I want to make sure I'm getting exactly what I want to get. And you see how I reinforced this thing here. Going right back in, reinforcing my little remove that so you can see it. Reinforcing my little thing. My little sunset, reinforcing that. And remember, you want to wash your brush off in between colors. Okay? And then I'm going to get a little magenta, mix it back in with that orange, just a tinge. And I'm actually going to let that magenta kind of flow in to this. See, I'm letting my magenta kind of flow in to all of that stuff, but I'm still going to mix a little bit of blue. Now I'm going to mix a little bit of blue into that kind of magenta and purple mixture, right? You still want to have a little bit of that. And I'm just going back in and kind of reinforcing what I'm seeing. You know what I mean? Like in here. It's like little bits of white in there. Now, if you feel like it's too orange, go ahead and add just pure yellow ochre, right? Yellow ochre and white will kind of kill some of that, whatever you call it. Alright, so yeah. Go ahead and just rework that sky, you guys. Rework it. Work it. You even take your finger and kind of blend some of that stuff out. Now, wipe off our brush. And we're going to do the same thing. Blend, blend, blend. But you don't want to blend it out too much. You kind of want it to kind of mix. You kind of sort of do. But then you don't. You feel what I'm saying? Going back into my little magenta. And now that I'm going back into my magenta. Now is when we can start to add and blend, 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 you guys. Blend it. Blend that stuff out. That way you get a nice, beautiful glow at the bottom of your horizon. Nice, beautiful glow at the bottom of your horizon. You see I'm starting to get that glow. And this is the benefits kind of doing a second layer. And then there's like little bits of dark that's like right here. So you can kind of put that in, do your little dark sky, your little dark action that you have going on. You see that? And then while that dark is wet, get you some blue. And this is a good way. If you don't have the sponge that I was telling you guys about, you could actually take this brush and kind of make like a circular motion kind of thing here. Do a circular motion and you can get you some cloud action going on. I actually need to put out some more white. That glare is gonna kill you now, you guys, because it's actually wet. But with acrylics, again, you got to work quickly. So definitely work quickly. Got my whites. Get your white. You can actually do that if you wanted to do. You can do whatever you want as far as sky action goes. And make that extra little bit of whatever you said. That extra little bit of sky action you can do. And let me kind of put something under here so you guys are not getting like this super ridiculous glare. It's ridiculous. So yeah. I'm still going back into my blue. And just get really, get really creative with it. I want to see you guys get creative with this stuff, especially these tutorials that I do, because I do them for you. You know what I mean? So get creative with it and really put some time into it, figuring out. You know what I mean? See, really get creative with it. You want to, again, you want to start blending this stuff out as you go and figuring things out. Um, I'm actually going in. You can actually add like all of these different colors if you want. Just really get like kind of, um, get expressive with that sky. Just pop those colors in. And then just blend. Or you can leave it like that. It's just up to you on what you want to do, type of thing. That's basically what it all kind of boils down to. Like, what is it you want to do? Really kind of take your time with this piece. See that? Now you get that like little glow down there. Now I kind of like the way the sky looks at this point, but I'm going to show you quickly on how you can get some clouds. Really quick clouds. And I mean, you can do a lot of detail with this type of painting. You really can. Lots and lots of detail, you guys. And let me see something. I feel like I want to. Okay, that's a lot better when you're not getting the glare, right? Yeah, because that glare is insane. Now you get a little bit better of a idea of what the true veracity of everything is. Now you can blend and kind of get your light. But again, I like the way this looks. To me, I'm digging it. I'm loving the way it looks to me. The whole composition and how everything is coming together. So I have my sponge. I kind of wet it into the water. You want to get damp, nice and damp. This is like a sea sponge. You can pick this up at anywhere, Michael's, wherever you want to pick it up at. Let me see. Oh no, that's worse. Okay. I thought I'm just playing around. I'm still new to like this live streaming thing. I mean, the software. So I'm trying to make it as good as possible for you guys. Okay, so you see, I got a little bit of. This is what it looks like. You get a little bit of kind of blue or whatever onto your brush. You just kind of, not your brush, but your whatever this thing is, sponge. But you want like a mid-tone kind of blue. You see that? You want a little bit of white, but you don't want a lot. And now we're going to go in we're gonna kind of pop. Now I like to just dab it in, like just dab these sort of things in, right? And you can just dab this stuff in. You see that? Dab this stuff in, and then like there's a little one down here. Dab this stuff in. And then you kind of like blend out your whatever you call it. Now with cloud, you're just gonna like blend out your bottom pieces. Like you see that? And you take like the other side and kind of start to blend things out. Now on the other side, now you can get a little bit of a darker blue if you want. You get a really darker blue, right? Let me know if you guys are feeling this or not. Like, I would love to know that. If you're kind of loving this whole. And then you could do like that too, you know? And that way you could do that in a circular whatever. And then you get some clouds in there like that. You see that? And this is an easy way to kind of make clouds and blah, blah, blah. You know? Get you some easy peasy clouds in there, you guys. Yeah? So, I mean, I'm kind of feeling how that looks. And you can add like little bits of like dark in there, you know, just to give you some contrast and kind of get your life. And you add a little bit over there. And then you have like a whole thing going up there, right? Whole thing going. Now, we've done that. We kind of did our little sponge activity. This is when you want to kind of work on things if you want to. And blend them out. So now you can kind of go in, kind of just like soften that up, soften her up. Add a little bit more purple if you want, a little more purple, a little more pink, whatever you want to do, right? Now you can go in and kind of just soften it up. Whatever you want to do, you go ahead and you do that. Right? You do that. You go, girl. I say when people say that, I'm like, what? I'm like, shut up. Stop saying you go, girl. I'm like, okay, thanks. You go, girl. I mean, you can even sweep it under. See, now I'm just doing extra crap that I shouldn't be doing, okay? Put it down that way. You can see the whole thing in its glory, in the glory. Glory, glory. See, so now we kind of got some action going on here. Now, with this, you definitely want to make sure that you're matching the same sort of drama right here in your horizon that you're matching all over. But you still want to have those same horizontal kind of strokes. You feel what I'm saying? So go back in with your like your pinks and whatever. And you can add, I'm using my little flat brush, not flat brush, whatever this is. This is my cat's tongue brush. So I actually went back in with the pink. And now the last bit is to go back in with your orange or your yellow ochre. Yeah? Yes, yes, and yes. Who's with me? If you happen to be on the live stream, tell me where you're coming in at. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're hanging in there. Is everybody following along? Okay, so I'm gonna put out a little more white. You know my favorite brand, Liquitex Basics, so I got all that on deck. That's my favorite student grade kind of brand. Ooh, all right. What do we say? Yellow ochre. So now you get into, now this is when you're getting like really impressionistic and you get into all of these things. So I got my yellow ochre out and boom. If I want to tone down my yellow ochre, just add a little bit of purple in there. And boom, there you go. See, then that's a little bit too light. So I'm actually going back in because that's too light. But that's all right. That's our business, right? We can make things too light. You can really like experiment if you want. If you want to make things kind of too light, then make things too light. Do whatever makes you happy. That's what I say. Hopefully you guys are with me. Hopefully you are with me. So now I just added a lot of drama to my sky. You know? What do we like? We like drama in our paintings, not in our lives. We like drama in the painting, not in our lives. Okay? So that's my whole motto on it. Now I'm just adding some bits of kind of orange and all that stuff. But again, you can work on this stuff forever, you guys. Like, for real. And we're not going to work on it forever. All right? Because we're almost at the finish line. So hang in there. Hang in there. I just took... So now I'm just going in and kind of blending things out. That's what I'm doing. Blending it all out. And this blue is kind of dry, so it all works out at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it works out, you guys. Algae have been killing this season. I don't know what's been going on. It's just a lot going on, I guess. But algae have been totally, like, really killing this season. I don't know why. So yeah, this is pretty much. I think I'm kind of comfortable with that. Hopefully I didn't lose you guys with all that fiddling and carrying on and all of that stuff, right? Hopefully I didn't lose you with that. So I think we're good as far as the sky goes. I'm feeling kind of happy with the sky. Maybe. Maybe. I think I'm happy with this guy, but you know what? I'm sorry. I have to go in and I have to put like a little bit more regular blue right there because that's too light for me. I actually ended up using cobalt blue for this particular thing. Yeah. For those of you that geek out on all right. Yeah, I had to add some darker tones here because that was too much going on for my taste. Okay, so yeah, I like that. I'm looking in the camera, so I feel like I like that. Because I had to add some darker tones. That was too much going on. I had to add it. He for very first time. All right. Let me see. Oh, hi. Thank you for starting a watch party for me. I appreciate that. Oh my god, I'm just looking at some of the stuff that's going on. It's funny. Oh man, man, man. That's so funny. I was just looking at some of you guys' comments. Oh my god. All right, so I need to focus. I need to be focused right now. I need to be focused. Okay. Oh my god. It's like so hard to focus all at the same time. I need to be focused. Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay, I actually want to start. Let me see. Like a okay, bear with me, you guys. Bear with me. Hang in there. Hang in there. I'm doing something really, really quick. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them down below. If you guys happen to have any questions, definitely put them down below. Hmm. All right. We almost at the finish line, guys. I know it's been like just hanging there. Okay. This is me. Okay. My rambling and my yada yada yada. This is me. So hopefully you love me the way I am. Love me the way I am, okay? Because I love you guys the way you are. If I want to ramble and get my life together, support me in my rambling, okay? Just support it. Hi, everybody. If you're just tuning in, okay? Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share if you happen to be over on YouTube or Facebook. Either or. Either or, okay? All right, so we fiddled with the sky enough. I feel kind of happy with the sky. I'm happy with that. Now we're gonna take a little bit of a light. I'm gonna get back into my flat brush, and I'm gonna take a little bit of a light wash, very thin glaze, and I'm going to glaze over my sand with some magenta. Right? But I barely, a glaze is a very thin layer of paint. So I want to glaze over that. And I want to glaze it kind of this way, right? You see how you can still see, a glaze is where you can still see, right? Let me zoom you guys in so you know what I'm talking about. A glaze is basically where you still see the bottom of what you're doing, right? You can still see the bottom of what you're doing. And then there's like a little bit of purple. So I'll put that purple in. These are all thin glazes, you guys, yeah? Like you should be able to see through these layers when you're doing this. See through the layers, okay? So basically that's what I did. And I put a little bit of a thin glaze right there. Now we want to go, I want to add like the little frothy bits that goes in the water right there. So let's go ahead and do that and add our shadow. Believe it or not, underneath a wave, right? Believe it or not, underneath a wave has an actual shadow. So I'm going to get a little bit of purple. And I'm going to go right up under here. All right, that's not dark enough. So I'm going to add more blue. You want to make it more purple, you add more blue than magenta. And I probably should be using a different brush, but you know what? I'm lazy right now. So that's our business. That's what we're going to use, right? That's what we're going to use. So you see how I have my so you see how I have my shadow kind of right there? Oh, I'm not supposed to be singing that. Never mind. Never mind. I gotta kind of work on my lighting, you guys. So yeah, I put my little shadow underneath this wave. You want to do that prior to you actually putting the white bits on to your what's the name? Yeah. And you know what? I think I want to add splatter, you guys. I think splatter will be super duper fun at this point. Let me zoom you guys out. So I think some splatter would be really fun. I mean, let me know. What do you think? If it would be fun or not. But I think it would be fun. Now you see that was good that we added that kind of magenta because it gives it like this transparent kind of tropical yada yada right there. You feel what I'm saying, you guys? But again, you guys you don't have to do this stuff. If you attempt this tutorial, do it in like digestible kind of bites. Don't feel like you gotta do this all in one go, like me, you know? Do it. And I'm going right over here with this magenta. Because again, remember what we said, we want this to kind of reflect. And this is putting like little bits right here. Because this is, remember, this is going to start to get lighter. as you start to get closer to the shore of whatever you're doing. You feel what I'm saying? Feel so good inside. Do 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 do. Uh, uh, uh. All right. Now, you could even put some of this in the sky if you want to kind of even things out, right? Put it into your sky, okay? So I'm feeling this composition, right? So we feeling that, right? Hopefully you feeling it if you attempted it. Comment below and tell me how you feel. And if you like in this time period that we're on, what are we at right now? We are at, we are almost at the 2-hour mark, you guys. Okay, so now that we did that, let's go in and add some darker bits to our rocks. Now that they should be nice and dry. So let's add some dark right behind here. Right? You guys can see that good? Hopefully you can. Add some dark right here. And you add some dark right there. I mean, these are pretty dark themselves. And add a little bit of dark right there. And I'm gonna add, I'm gonna even put a little strip of it right here. Even though that is not, because I need this to be a little bit darker towards the back. Your horizon line should be a little bit darker, right? So actually evened out that horizon line too. So all this should be a lot darker back here. That should all be a little darker back there, you guys, right? You could always even that out again, like I showed you in the beginning with some tape. As you start to paint more and more, your hands will be a lot more steady, a lot more confident with your paint strokes, right? So back there, I really need this to be dark. So all of this is just do a dark strip of dark blue, dark purple, dark whatever, dark green, whatever you want to do. You can even change the color of this whole painting and do the same painting, but in dark green. You see what I'm saying? Dark green, whatever you want to do. It's your world. We just living in it. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Okay. So I'm just adding like little bits of dark as we start to get closer in here. This needs to be a lot darker because you want the right side of the painting to be darker because you want it to seem like the beach is kind of like trailing off over into there. It's all about illusion, you guys. All about the illusion of things. Oops, sorry. I'm doing a lot of shaking of this tripod. All right. Whoa, whoa, yeah. I don't know why that song is in my head. Oh, maybe because I ain't got no music around to kind of play. That's why that song was in my head. Woo, baby. Yeah. You know what? Now I'm getting giddy. Now I know I need to stop. I need to stop and need to finish this painting. Can't you feel my heartbeat? Ooh, ooh, ooh. For the very first time. For those of you that are too young to know what that is, well, that's a good thing. Never mind. So anyway, all right. Now I'm just gonna add little bits. This isn't actually in the reference photo, but I don't care because it's our painting. Like it's, you know what I mean? Like this is my painting, so I can do what I want. So and you guys at home should do what you want too. So anyway, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I want to add like little like streaks. I'm just adding little bits of whatever, and this is what a light blue, just to give it some kind of like zhuzh, dimension, blase, and yeah, right. That's what I'm feeling right now. Just to give it some of that. That's what we're gonna do. Can't you feel a heartbeat? Okay. Now that I have been fiddling with that for like 55 minutes, I don't know. You know what? I'm OCD, you guys. So please just don't judge me. Don't. This is part of my madness. So it's part of the madness. Okay. I'm OCD. Things got to be perfect. I need precision and the proper lineage. So now I'm just taking a wet brush and working out that precision because I need precision. All right, now I feel kind of okay with how this is looking. Now I want to add like little whatever you call them. Again, you can take your sponge and do uh the little frothy things that go right here, which it's not really that pronounced in this picture. So let me just put that out there. Here's the frothy things, right? It's not really that pronounced right there. You see, like where the beach is right there. It's not really that pronounced, but I'm gonna make it more pronounced because that's our business. Okay, that's what we want to do. Now, I'm gonna use this brush. This is my blender brush, handy dandy blender brush, and that's what I'm gonna use for the white bits of. And this would be a good time to actually change out your water too. Now, if you're new to this, I would suggest that every other step you dry your painting so that you don't disturb the under layers. But since I'm kind of familiar with how the things work and in the process of painting and art and all that, I could kind of work through a lot of difficulties and fix them as I go along. But for those of you that are not able to fix things as you go along, dry your painting at this stage and then start with the frothy bits or whatever. So anyway, blender brush is really good at and yeah, I have paint all over me. Like why is this, you see that? Well, this is what happens. This is why all my clothes have paint on them, my house, my hair, everything. Okay, this is exactly why. Okay, now I'm getting a little bit of white. Hopefully you can see that off to the side. See that? A little bit of white. Dab in my brush. Dab it, dab it, dab it. Dab it, dab it. Dab it, girl. Now I'm starting off with the light blue first because that reads as a gray color anyway, right? Blue is like a gray. So let's just put it that way. I'm starting off with that first because I'm gonna save your whitest whites kind of for the highlights. And you see how that blender brush see how it gives you the frothy bits? Get them frothy bits, baby. And you can actually, I would actually, you know what? I should have got out my zinc white. If you have zinc white, you could actually use zinc white instead. That's what I would do. Use that zinc white, baby. Make sure you leave your your shadow. Remember that shadow we put in? Make sure you leave that because that's going to make things look a little more. And you can actually extend this stuff down. It's better to use zinc white because that's a little more transparent than what I'm using, but it's okay. If you happen to have craft paint, it's going to be really thin. Like craft paint has no pigment in it hardly whatsoever. So, it's not really going to show up anyway. So you're going to end up doing several layers if you happen to be using craft paint. Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I'm about to mess up my brush. All right. Now, um, again, this is why I said make sure your underlayers are dry because we're going to start scrubbing. And my underlayers are not dry. Okay? So I'm actually scrubbing out my, whatever you call them, my shadow. Scrubbing out the shadow. And I'm going to show you how, and then just take that white and kind of streak it out. Streak it out, baby. Okay? Streak this out. Can't you feel my heartbeat? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm bugging out. All right. So just go back into that blue, that light blue, right? And again, that's gonna. You see how it reads as white, but it really isn't white. Yeah. Yeah. And these are the benefits. Oh, you could also do this with the sponge, right? Now over here, I'm not paying too much attention to that because you're not really gonna know what's really going on over here because you can't really see too much that's happening over here on this side, right? But yeah. Can't you feel my heartbeat? Yeah. See, and now as this stuff starts to dry, you'll see. Let's see. Hi, Vienna. Hi, honey. I never see you hardly anymore. Vienna, shout out to Vienna. She sends me um beautiful message every single day, 365 days a year. She sends me a beautiful message in my inbox saying I'm beautiful or thank you so much for you, blah blah blah. She sends me such beautiful messages, so thank you, Vienna, for the beautiful messages and all the wonderful, love that you show me all year long. I love you guys. Yeah. Okay. Let me remove that. Can't you feel a heartbeat? Ooh, ooh, for the very first time. All right. We're almost at the finish line, you guys. Hang in there. Hang in there. Now let's add a little bit of brown. We're gonna do like a light brown or whatever to our rocks. Ooh, that's too light. And that's why it's good if you have that kind of undertone prior to you, you know what I mean? All right, now I can put my light back on. Yay! Super excited. Okay. Now that it's dry, I can put my light back on. Okay. And actually see something. Now, that's why it's good if you have um, kind of that undertone and stuff like that. That brown base before you start to block in your rocks. And then I'm going to do a little bit of here. And I'm kind of just like lightly dabbing this stuff on. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like my brown. So I got a little bit of brown there that I put on my rocks. Okay, and then we have a little dab of brown. And then you put different colors on this, you guys. Like, really get creative. Because remember, rocks have like all of these different tones. But you want to leave some dark spaces because you want to give it the illusion, you know what I mean? Like something else is really going on. Yada, yada, yada. And I'm gonna do like little dab. The ones in the water, you want to give the illusion like those are kind of far away. So you don't really have to worry about doing too much to those. You really don't. You really don't, baby. Can't you feel my heartbeat? Ooh, ooh. Mm. I know you're gonna be sick of me. Like, if she sing that song one more time, okay? But it's looking great. That's why I say hang in there. The key to a good painting is all about layers, patience. You know what I mean? And just having fun. Having you some fun. We're gonna get to the fun part in a minute. And we're gonna get to the fun part, which is like almost at the end, but we're gonna kind of like splatter things in and get our lives together. Okay. Now I'm just gonna go in, add strictly white. Right here to give it like an illusion of a wave, right? So just add a little bits of weight right here, a little bits of froth. And I'm just slightly just like dabbing this stuff on, you guys, right? And I guess like our focal area will be like right here. So I'm going to keep my little bits of white kind of like focused in this area here. Right? And you can put like a little bit up against your rocks, give it the illusion like you got something going on, like uh, bouncing off the rocks and yada yada yada. And yeah, really kind of have fun with this stuff, you guys. And you can have a little bit. You have like some stuff kind of bouncing up right here. Right? It's looking gorge. Okay? It's looking really gorgeous. I'll probably add a little yellow ochre right there. But for the most part, it's looking pretty good. Um, for the very first time. And a little bit of that blue. Kind of looks like it's, the water is kind of flowing off, like right here. A little transparent glazes of the blue and stuff like that. Let's get our transparent life on. That's what we do. All right, and you can always put your shadow back underneath your wave if you need to. As long as you have some sort of shadow going on, you guys, yeah? So, yeah, that's looking, I'm really digging this. You could actually, if you wanted to, actually even stop at this point, right? You could actually stop at this point if you really love it and just hang it up, hang it, frame it, do whatever you want to do with it. And I think this would be a great gift, a great painting for someone that you really, really love. And something really, really beautiful that you can do for somebody. But again, I'm OCD with it, so and you're part of the family, so you guys can deal with my OCD. I'm going to be adding more stuff to my sky. How about that? Okay. How about that? How you like that? I'm actually going to be adding more stuff to the sky. Okay. Y'all loving that? Yee. Yes, I am. Oh, okay. So again, I'm getting back into my yellow ochre. My yellow ochre. And you can actually add some of this to your sand just to give you variation in the sand. Right? Who doesn't like a good variation in the sand? And let me turn this light on for 1 second so I can see. Okay, yeah. And I'm going to add that right there. That's what I'm going to do. This is my little fun painting for the day. Okay, for the week. I've been doing a lot of commissions lately. Super, super busy. I really don't get to paint for myself too much anymore. Not lately at least. So this is gonna be my little kind of fun piece that I'm doing for myself, right? And I actually might pick somebody to do a giveaway for this, right? I think maybe on the next video I'll do a giveaway and send out some of these paintings to you guys. Yeah. What do you guys think about that? You guys loving that? So I'm just adding yellow ochre right here just to give me an illusion of a little kind of sunset action going on. And I'm actually going to add it right, that same color right here in my sand. Because again, remember what I tell you, this is all a reflection of your sand and water should be a reflection of what's happening in the sky. So whatever you do in the sky, you need to make sure that you're reflecting that in the water. Right? Reflecting that in the waters. Okay. And the more layers you put, the more you're going to be able to, and I'm just blending that out because you know I got to blend. So blend it out, blend it out, blend it out. Yep, yep, yep. Yes, and yes. Blend it out. Okay. So I'm feeling how that's kind of looking, and I'm feeling it. I just am. I think it looks gorge. I'm really kind of feeling like the whole vibe of everything. I'm making this look like a little lighter right here. So that kind of brings us up to speed. Right here at the back. Make that a little lighter. And I think the last little bit that we're going to do is we're going to splatter our painting. So make sure you guys stay and share this, like it, subscribe if you happen to be on YouTube. Share it with your creative friends because we're at the end, you guys. I'm going to splatter this because I'm feeling like we're at the end and I'm loving like the whole composition of it. And what I like to do to splatter is I get a toothbrush. You can get a toothbrush or you can get a, I don't even know what this is. In my case, I'm going to use one of these. Okay. This is like a little, I don't even know what it is, like a little hairbrush type of thing. But, you know, nobody uses it for their hair. And I'm going to get, that way I can control where I splatter. I'm going to wet half of the brush, dip it in my white, scrub it around, dip it into the white. Make sure you have on old clothes. You're not near anything that can get damaged when you're into the splattering. You see how I have this thing? Splatter right there. Okay. Let me turn off the light so you guys can kind of get a feel for what this actually looks like. All right. All right. And now you want to bend it down and you start to flick it. Right. And you can flick it to kind of show. But you want, the key to this is you want to get, let me turn this light off. You want to make sure that when you're flicking it, you get these white bits that's up there in the sky out. Get them out now so that they don't dry in your painting. All right, that's the key to that. Get them out while you can. Or, you know, if I was thinking properly, I would have put a piece of paper up there. Just put something up there to cover it from getting splattered. Wipe the parts off you don't want anybody to see. That's what you do. You wipe those bits off you don't want anybody to get a like a good look at. You feel what I'm saying? And splatter away. Splatter as much as you want to. But I would recommend that you figure out exactly where you want to splatter. You know, let me put this up here so I don't get it on my sky. You see I'm going down with my thumb. Boom, boom, boom. Trigger, trigger, trigger. Pull it. You can kind of get that splatter kind of where you want it. And I don't know what in God's name just happened. Why do I have all that white on my painting? Art is messy. It's so fun, you guys. So definitely get into it, okay? Get into this. Have you a good time. You know? You don't have to do the splatters, but I'm extra with it. I'm extra with everything I do, as you can see. If you don't know me, hello. My name is Danielle. I'm extra. Okay? So since I'm real extra with it, I like to do extra things. Okay? I could have swore that light was on, but it's not. Yeah, so I like to be really extra with it and do all of these extra things. Again, if you don't like, say you don't like all of that, right? You don't like all of that that's going on. Take your brush, wipe it out. You see what I'm saying? Just wipe it out if you don't like it. And you can always go back and add blue, add all the different, go back and add all the colors that we originally put in if you don't like something. Nothing is ever set in stone where you have to deal with it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say? And you see how I just put the blue right back in there. And that's what you do if you don't like something. You just put it back in there. You know? And it'll just literally mix with that white anyway. And which will give you more of a dynamic type of thing. It really will. So that's what I did. I just popped my blue back in there. And I'm going to pop my yellow ochre back in because I don't like that. And see that? I just popped the yellow ochre right back in. Pop some right here. And that's that. That is pretty much all she wrote. Okay. Put some back into the sky. And that's it. Ooh, that is all she wrote. I don't know what is going on. All right, one last thing. You know it had to be one last thing. Like, stop playing with me. You know it had to be one last thing, okay? You know it had to be. All right, that's just the nature of the beast. So get with it, okay? You know it had to be one last thing. Okay, so you know I gotta put my dark back in. Sometimes you gotta put these things back in because you lose them. Because my dark had uh flown the coop. My dog has flown the coop. All right, now I'm happy. I feel like I'm happy. Maybe sometimes I end up going back in and changing things later when I don't like something. But that is the beauty of being an artist. You can change things as you see fit, right? Sometimes you just may not like something. Or sometimes you may gain different skills and then be like, oh, I don't like that. That looks hideous. That looks hideous. I'm like, what is it? You know what I'm saying? All right. So that's it. Let me not stop messing with it because, you know, we'll be here all day. We will be here absolutely all day if I continue to mess with this. All right. So anyway, that's it. That's it. You guys, can you believe it? We are 2 hours and 23 minutes in, and that is it. You already know what it is. Hopefully you shared this, love it, liked it. Um, and maybe I will be back next week, Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern time. If you happen to be over on YouTube, my schedule is kind of going to be kind of erratic with uploads and stuff like that because even though the country is slowly opening back up, the quarantine is kind of still there, like, or people are still kind of at home because jobs are not really opening back up and a lot of things are still not really fully open. You know what I mean? So, let me turn this light back on. Cause somebody is sending me a message. So anyway, yeah. So anyway, that's it. So I'll be sporadically kind of doing live tutorials, doing lots of different uploads just to keep you guys sane and loved and entertained, right? Hi, you guys. If you're just coming in late, we're done. If you have any questions, go ahead and post them down below, even if you happen to be on a replay. You know what it is. Share it, love it, like it. Share and love it, like it. Okay? And Ow, ow, ow. So anyway, you know what it is, you guys. You know exactly what it is. Okay. I think we did pretty good as far as the reference photo goes. I think we did pretty good, right? I probably could add more yellow and whatever. You can always add more yellow and white and whatever into the sky. But do what do what you like. You can tag me over on Instagram if you want to get at me over on Instagram. If you want to tag me in your progress or you just want to chat to me or send me a message. Get at me on Instagram under Creative Girls of Color. Okay. I would love to see your progress. Again, reference photos and other goodies are available right now on creativegirlcolor.com. Okay. If you want to have access to all the reference photos and everything that I'm doing, including the schedule for YouTube and even some Patreon stuff, you guys, if you want to support the channel. And, okay, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button. If you happen to be over on Facebook, hey, Facebook fam, share it, love it, like it, tag your creative friends in it, okay? Don't forget to hit me up and let me know down in the comments, okay, how you're doing. If you would like me to do these live streams every Friday at 2 p.m., I would really love to know your guys' input to know whether you would like that or not. And yeah, I think that's it. I think I've talked you guys head off enough. It's been about 2.5 hours, and you already know what it is. I love you guys so much. I love you guys so much. Oh my god, I love you so much. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.